All right, hello and welcome to a media surface testing video. Okay, I was doing a video of Hero Hues pigment ink being used on the printable holographic starry sticker paper. Okay, God, it's such a long title for that paper. Okay, I don't need to post that video because this Hero Hues applied to here, okay, which is an oil-based pigment ink, which all of them are except for the Brilliance, okay? The Brilliance stuck like, I don't know, like iron on this stuff, okay? It went on and it didn't really, I don't see it wiping off at all, okay? But the Hero Hues one, okay, so my finger's relatively clean here, but let's go in here like this. And this has been allowed to dry for a few minutes, but see, it's coming off on my finger, which means that it's not that you can't use it on here, okay? It's just going to be something that's, you have to spray seal after you complete your piece, okay? Now here's the difference too. Because this is removable, I used the StazOn for an impression of the snowy covered bridge right here, which is the one that I used right here. And you can see it's kind of blotchy. And that's because, you know, if you're printing on a removable surface, which is that white ink, and then you lift off, you know, it gave me somewhat of a broken image. I mean, you can kind of live with it in some ways, but I also tried the VersaFine Clair, which is an oil-based pigment ink. It's going to be a thicker ink. And I stamped it down here, and I got a much cleaner impression of it, okay? So that is, you know, I mean, that looks pretty good to me. But that being said, okay, so one of the things that I like about this Brilliance ink on this type of paper, on top of the white Brilliance ink applied to it, is that I can go in with colored pencils, and I can layer my colored pencils. I can go for different tones of colored pencils on here, and it's not removing the white Brilliance pigment ink that has been applied to it, and I can layer my colored pencils just fine. Okay, now my hypothesis is that you can't really do that on here because it'll come off, but I haven't tried it yet, I guess. But, you know, even just wiping off my finger, it's coming off, so I'm just not quite sure how this is going to go. It's applying on there, but like I said, it's kind of a blotchy image, so, you know, I'm not quite sure how good it looks. Okay, now here, I don't know if you can see it, but there is the white ink right on my colored pencil right there. So it is removing. So I'm trying to apply this white right here, and it's just coming right off. It's not looking brown like it does over the Brilliance ink. Okay, so unfortunately, when it comes to this technique of colored pencils on the holographic printable vinyl sticker paper, okay, now this one's the starry one. This one's just the holographic. It's the same surface though, okay? But you can apply on here. See, it's not removing the white onto my colored pencil right here. The pencil is transferring to the stuck, adhered white down there. Now, here's the thing that I haven't tried though, okay? Let's say you just can't get Brilliance ink somewhere. You're overseas or whatever, or even domestically. It's kind of, you know, not as readily available as a lot of other types of oil-based, you know, traditional pigment inks like this. Maybe you can find a StazOn, you know, one like this, okay, and apply it down there. It's going to stick just fine, okay? But one of the things that I haven't tried is applying some of this white pigment ink down onto the surface like so, you know, like that, and then spray sealing with an art workable fixative, which gives it a little bit of texture. It might seal it down there like that, and then which you can apply some colored pencil on the top. I wouldn't think you could apply it as layered as the Brilliance ink that's really adhering to this surface like that really nicely. But you might be able to do some types of effects like that. You know, there might be some other techniques in there via the workable fixative. So, all right, so that was another test here. Again, using this right here, Hero Hues, and like I said, it's not the brand so much. I think it is the type, because there's a lot of types of your oil-based white, you know, or just pigment inks in general. Okay, but like I said, I mean, you can do other types of things, but maybe just not, you know, do the colored pencils on here, and then just spray seal over it, like over the top of it. So like I said, you know, test around, you know, test your different media, you know, just on, you know, sacrifice one little piece of paper, you know, this, you know, just cost a few cents or something like this, and you can use a lot of different media on top of it, try to layer it, spray fix, whatever, and then, you know, you can really get a lot of mileage out of probably the types of papers that you already might have in your collection. So this is the vinyl sticker paper, the printable vinyl sticker paper. It's not the foil cardstock version of this type of paper, so they might react a little bit differently, or a lot differently, with the different media you have out there. So give it a try, and if you do, please let me know how it works out for you. I don't know, learning curve, you know, when it comes to these different types of combinations that, you know, I don't think have been explored very much, if at all, so far. All right, thanks for watching.